gentlemen, please welcome to the Twitchcon stage, SourKoolaidShow.
Thank you, troops. I'm glad you could make it out to the roast of djWheat. This should be a lot of fun. We really need to light this guy up. He's been around for a long time, and for those of you who have never been to a comedy roast or you're not sure what to expect here, expect some fire. He has brought a bunch of his friends here to laugh at him and poke fun of him, and that's exactly what we aim to do tonight. It should be a lot of fun. Please remember, if you love any of these people, to put your love aside for a moment. You will love them better after this is all said and done. Trust me, you will. You will. Some of these jokes may sting, and you may think, oh, that sounded personal. Good! Get him. Get him! This is one guy that deserves it, so I'm very happy to bring this to him. Hopefully there's no children in the audience. This does tend to get a little racy. So without further ado, let's bring out the roasters. There we go. Why is Anna the only one who didn't touch my butt on the way out? She's gonna get the worst of these jokes. She's probably feeling so much pressure now being a woman, right? All right. Let it begin. Let's bring out the man of the hour, djWheat. Yeah! I guess so. Did you bring a garbage bag? Now, in case for some reason... It's for later. That was a puke bag, I think. So, in case for some reason you don't know who he is, we're going to play a video now to give you a good indication of who djWheat is. So here we go. Yes, he does!
I am Marcus djWheat Graham, head broadcaster for the Global Gaming League, and
How did you get into shoutcasting? Just tell us the full story.
do you want the long version? Whoa, wait a second. Hold on. I just have to read this one article that says World of Warcraft on Coke.
What is up? It's Tuesday night. It's time for episode 15 of Inside the Game. Yeah, it is Monday, and it is time for Kings of 10 once again. What is up, bitches? Welcome to another episode of Live on 3. What's up, bitches? What's up, bitches?
Yo, bitches, what's up?
I don't hear you, Wheat. What happened to your mic, Wheat?
What do you mean?
Oh my God.
What do you mean?
Wow.
I am a host, a producer, a net dev manager, a father.
I challenge you to a duel.
Me too. GG number 6.
God, that's not what I did.
Death counters.
Bullshit.
I play my games. I've got a wife and son. I want to spend time with them. I want to play games with them too.
I'm the king of pressing the GG button.
You are about ready to be the king of being grounded in a second.
Hey, Mini, come over here for a second. Come here. If you go down here, and there's a treasure that you can pick up for more credits.
You got it.
Go in there, quick. Go.
Yep. We won.
Why did you do that to me?
I'm just trolling you.
Crack, crack, crack the egg into the bowl.
Crack, 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 a rocket to your skull.
djWheat, how you doing?
Have you ever seen The Matrix before?
Yes.
You know, like when he sees that cat twice and he has deja vu?
This is the second interview we had to do because djWheat said something really bad, so we had to cut it out.
Heat up the oven, now we're on a roll.
Heat up the crack, sell it, make bankroll.
Cheap, cheap, cheap's the name of my soul.
Cheap, cheap, cheap is what you sell your ass for. I just want to give a collective shut the fuck up to all the people out there that are like, man, we've made it, man. Guess what? Guess what? It wasn't the first time. Oh my God. Oh my fucking God. You fucking God. Are you shitting me?
You ever thought about quitting?
Dude, I'll never quit this shit, man. I'm a lifer. I will be the guy that's 60 years old that is still commentating games. I don't care what anyone says, like, you'll be old and you won't be able to do it, and I'm like, bullshit.
I'm not doing this again. I can't fucking handle my blood pressure. Okay, one more. One more game. One more game.
All right. So now you know who we're dealing with here. And I'd like to introduce your roasters and break the ice a little bit. I'll go through them one at a time in case you don't know who they are. I'll start with Anna. She got attitude already. She won, back in 2011, she won Oregon, Miss Oregon USA. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah. Yeah. I happened to be living in Oregon at the time, and there was a strong opinion that the whole fucking thing was rigged. She's a founder of something called Misclicks, which seeks to inspire female gamers and stuff, geeky, nerdy female gamers, and convince them that had they only won a few pageants or something, they too could be successful. She's actually a programming manager here at Twitch, which just goes to show. Yeah. She does a great job, yeah. Yeah. Which goes to show, you know, if you win a few pageants, they'll give you any title. I started reading some of the stuff on her channel. She said, was a helicopter flying over, or what the fuck is that? I started reading a few of the things on her channel. She said one of her favorite things to do is lavish her viewers with compliments. But after seeing a lot of you here tonight, she'd like to withdraw those compliments. I'm gonna go on to her husband. That's right, her husband, sitting next. A lot of you are like, what the, no fucking way. In Control TV is his name. I tried to watch it. It's more, it should be In Control of the VODs, because unless you're subbed, you can't watch them. So I won't have a lot of material on this guy. But yeah, he's her husband. I don't know either. I looked at him. I thought there's no fucking way. And I think what happened is I think he was one of the judges of the pageant in 2011. But after I started thinking about it, the title, Anna's Husband, is probably a lot better than StarCraft II Has Been.
That's too soon, man.
He now coaches other StarCraft players and does media, he says. They say people that can't do teach, and people that can't teach do media. Sir Scoots. He's a guy in the end over there. The only one up here whose chat moves about as slow as he does.
That's an old joke. Yeah, it is. That's one old joke. Keep track, old joke. Aren't you? Never mind.
He's one of djWheat's mods, which isn't really a real job. It's kind of like those senior citizens you run into at Walmart that greet you and. Sir Scoots has been lobbying Twitch alerts to get them to provide a notification for when he's fallen and can't get up. Contrary to popular belief, Sir Scoots was never knighted, and doesn't scoot either. He just drags his fucking body along by sheer force of will while struggling to complete sentences and coherent thoughts. Close friend of mine, Zeke, he's like he's the only streamer up here that I think like genuinely, honestly, like with his heart streams just for the attention. He was neglected as a child, as a teenager, as an adult, and now you've given him a home here on Twitch. Which is good. It's good because, like, if he's a friend of mine. If he wasn't here, he'd be knocking off convenience stores, like, knocking over ATMs, and knocking up hookers. But now that he's on Twitch, he at least doesn't need the hookers. There's a rug outside my house that people use before they go in to wipe the mud off their feet, and it's cleaner than Zeke at any given fucking day. Then we've got, I don't even know how to pronounce the name, Shmegigigi? Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah. It sounds like spit. It sounds like a kind of spit. Like you kind of like if spit just fell out of your mouth, it was like or like a Sasquatch, like a rare. I spotted a smegigigi. Like a. It sounds like something you should wipe away after sex. Like a. It sounds like a heavy metal band that's touring like small towns and forgot to play metal. They're just like, just going around. Smeggy, they've got t-shirts and shit that they're selling. It sounds like killing animals on Twitch or something. Like, is there a category for that? It should be called Shmegigigi. And then we have Wheat himself. Now, my hair's a mess. It's wild and receding. It's kind of like a barbarian tribe that has been driven back. But djWheat's hair is manicured. It's like this weird Asian hybrid. It says, "Can I still look cool on a skateboard?" It says, "Is this good enough for a Viagra commercial?" It says, "I I have a lot of gay friends. It says I may have put shoe polish up here. It says I've tried everything and now this. People call him a pioneer. Of what? The original strain of Pax Pox? Or maybe the rule cosplay doesn't mean consent? I think before wheat, we could touch them. I think you could, all it takes is one dirty old man. What about the next generation? He's ruining things for the next generation. A lot of times I think of poor mini wheat, you know? A lot of times we ask, like, what does he have to look up to? With mini wheat, you got, what does he have to look down to? djWheat is he's trying to keep it hip for the kids, you know, but the kids are mostly worrying about him falling and breaking a hip. Last time I watched him, he was very excited about this new chair he'd got, you know, the streaming chair. I don't remember the brand name, but I was glad it came with wheels and a wet nurse. That's an old joke, because he's old. That's his OG joke. But no, I'm very honored to be able to do this roast for you and to be able to host something like this. And I can't wait for you to meet these guys and see what fire they bring. So for the first roaster, we're going to bring up my friend Ezekiel 3.
What's going on, everybody? Let's hear it one more time for DP of the SourKoolaidShow. I love DP. I've known him for a very long time. And I just want to say he's probably the realest guy on Twitch. This is a guy who spends his broadcast pretending to be a drunk idiot and playing games badly. Oh, fuck. I wrote pretending. I'm sorry. It should be spends his time being a drunk idiot who plays games badly. I don't know how he has the balls to do it night after night in front of literally tens of people. DP pushed really hard to have the comedy tab on Twitch. Pushed really hard. He probably just should have pushed for the please watch me, I'll do anything for an audience tab, but they have a character limit. I suppose he could have probably just pushed for the shit tab. That would fit and be appropriate. Oh, and then Jeff. Hi, Jeff. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great.
In control. So, the funny thing is, DP gets up here and zings out one of the jokes I already fucking wrote. But I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyway, because I fucking wrote it. What do Michael Douglas, Hugh Hefner, and Jeff have in common? You all look at their women and go, what the fuck? Is your cock made of crack and tastes like Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I mean, I haven't seen a mismatch this bad since Sir Scoot's balls.
But you saw my balls. You saw my balls. You did see his balls.
Oh, I've seen them. And they're weird. I'm not saying like they're old or anything, because they're surprisingly smooth and like wrinkle-free. They're just really like, it's like one is great and the other one's Funhouse Mirror. That was off the dome, by the way. Back to Jeff. I'm not done with you yet, motherfucker. Because I don't know if you remember or anybody watched, but he judged me on Intel's Next Top Live Streamer. I would think that you would have to be a top streamer yourself in order to judge another one. I mean, with your help, I could have been big. I could have made it big. I could have been Co-Carnage. Wait, never mind. Thank you. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for not. Never mind. No, and the funny thing is I wrote that joke just now while I was on stage. So this segue is, speaking of Scoots, because my ender was the balls joke. All right. But speaking of Scoots, hi Scoots. You all know this guy. He has the global emote, OMG Scoots. They actually, little known fact, they actually took that pic when someone wrongly told him he's still relevant. Really? That's nice. Scoots, he runs a broadcast on his channel called Scoots After Dark, or SAD. Yeah, a little on the nose, right? Yeah, you probably should make a broadcast called Caster Really Is Not Good Ever, or Cringe. I know, no, I'm sorry, I know he deserves respect, but I just don't care what Scoots did in the past to get where he is today because I was 2. I also don't give a fuck about Calvin Coolidge. And then there's Smagma, Schmagegi, Adam. Hi, Adam. You know my name. Everybody has to say Schmagma because it's an easy joke to make, and he's easy to make fun of. Adam is what you get when a typical Italian movie goon has sex with a Sasquatch, and then you give it booze and convince it that all of its stories are hilarious. They were gonna give Adam his own global emote, but it was gonna be his face. Also, they would have had to use 9 squares in a 3x3 pattern to get it all to fit, so they scrapped it. You might see him around the Twitch booth always, but no one's really sure what he does there besides scare away all the girls. Which brings me to Anna. Hello, Anna. Anna, everybody, come on, give her a hand. She's great. I'm sure that people are going to think that she's going to be tough to roast because she's so sweet, nice, kind-hearted, never has a mean word to say. You guys don't know her. I'm just gonna let you know, you guys don't know her. I found out some facts about her after doing lots of cons, and you might actually be surprised. Just a few Anna facts. She says she's vegan, that's a lie. Her diet consists of raw baby panda meat and spotted owl eggs. I met her dad, Emperor Palpatine. She's older than she looks. She helped fake the moon landing. She summoned Gozer the Gozerian. She thinks clowns are awesome. She says evolution is just a theory. She killed the last unicorn. She starts a golden Kappa check in every chat she's in. She removed the headphone jack from the iPhone. I once heard her say, "Fuck In-N-Out Burger." She knows the cure for cancer but won't tell anyone. She plays CSGO with a controller. And the one thing I found most surprising about her is the last thing she does before leaving a hotel room is take a giant shit on the carpet. And the list goes on. But we gotta get to the man of the hour, Mr. djWheat. Hi, Marcus.
Hi, Z.
djWheat. We get it. Your name sounds like weed. You're not fooling anyone. You've never fooled anyone. Now pass that shit to the homie on the left. djWheat looks like he smells like Otto from The Simpsons and does. And if the fucking name didn't give it away, his laugh certainly does. If you've ever heard it, it's like George McFly with a dick in his mouth. All right, enough about that topic. Let's move on to his actual favorite thing in the world, his hair, which I'm sure everybody's got a joke or two, I'm sure, about his hair. So I wanted to take a different path. I've actually roomed with him before during cons and whatnot. So this is when Weed is up at 5:30 a.m. for a 9 o'clock call, and I'm still in bed. I present the sound of coiffure perfection.
Oh my God.
Fucking hedge climbers, fucking something. And then, inevitably, all right, dude, bathroom's all yours. And then, you've all seen him, I'm sure, on the Twitch stage. He gets his hosty host face on. That just reeks of bullshit. Hey everybody, I'm djWheat, coming to you live from PAX West 2016, powered by Twitch. To my left is Anna Prosser Robinson. Hey, how you doing, Anna? Oh, good, that's anyway. We got a great show for you. Awesome guests, we got an interesting guest, great games to show you. Keep it locked right here, PAX West 2016. Don't go away, we'll be right back. Sponsored by Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs, Taco Bell, fourth meal, get your fourth meal on. We have so much more to show you. Me, djWheat, Anna, probably Robelson, powered by Twitch. Stick around, I'm a robot. I just want to say that I'm honored to be up here, and I'm honored to be actually considered one of your friends. Like, to be completely frank, I've looked up to you since the first time I watch you on Intel's Next Top Live Streamer. It's like, this guy's got his shit together and he knows what he's doing. And I've been trying to take the better parts of you and incorporate them into me. So, thank you, and have fun.
In Control TV has requested to defend himself. He's about to go out of control.
Thank you, everybody. I got a lot to say, and I would say that's a tough act to follow, but I feel like any kind of epileptic seizure like that to follow is going to be a lot easier. No, on a serious note, though, can we please put our hands together for our host, Dan? He's taken some time out of his busy schedule as a failed comedian to do this, and I think that's pretty incredible. Thank you. So, just going down the line, honestly, and I think Zeke is probably the best place to start. Said no woman ever. No, seriously though. Please don't laugh, because I was gonna make a joke about him and any girl he's ever been with, but there's actually no joke to make here. No, please don't laugh. He took a vow of celibacy, and I think it's an incredible thing. Honestly, it's an easier escape with being as ugly as he is, but it's still, it's a valid commitment, you know? When I think of Zeke, I think, you know, you had that kid in your class who was like, what do you want to be when you grow up, Billy? And he's like, I want to be an astronaut, okay? And Susan, what do you want to be? I want to be president of the United States. Zeke, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he goes, I want to be a mildly overweight video game player who gets high and does things mediocre-wise. And dreams do come true, everybody. Like, that's pretty amazing. No, I'm just kidding. I love Zeke like a brother, but like that brother that you don't take to school on the normal bus. So there's a lot of you here, and there's more at home, and honestly, I was really nervous about this because I've done a lot of stuff on stage. Like before Marcus ditched the StarCraft 2 community, we used to commentate together. But then I told myself, it's like, look, Jeff, you are not going to be as unfunny as Adam Contini. You've got nothing to worry about. And I was like, no, I'm just kidding. Adam Contini, guys, for those of you who don't know him, which is everyone including me, he used to work at MLG. That's that company that used to put on esports events. That wasn't even the joke. That's actually what he did. No, but now he works for Twitch, where they keep him behind the camera still doing nothing. But he's here, so. And then moving down the line, of course, there is my beautiful wife, Anna, who occasionally lets me see her naked. So as a fellow roaster, I've learned, if there's any information I can impart on you guys, it's don't actually roast your wife. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. No, I feel pretty confident about that. Before this, Anna was just like, she's like, be funny, but, you know, don't make me look not funny, which is wife code for don't fucking do it. Anna's an amazing sweetheart, but she will fucking kill you, all right? I'm not doing it. And then, of course, last is Sir Scoots, and for me, honestly, this is going to segue nicely into my speech about djWheat, because this is a cheap shot. Like, a lot of people were like, let's make fun of djWheat's age, and surely we will. And then he fucking invites Sir Scoots, and it's like, oh, yeah, you're a little lightning rod. We can't make old jokes about you because you invited your grandfather. It's like. No, but it's an honor to be up here on the stage with Sir Scoots and everybody else, and we're gonna make more fun of them. But djWheat, right? Like, you saw the video. You've probably known of him in the past, and you know, could I make jokes about him being old? Sure. He's been at Twitch since back when ad rev was a meaningful thing, and that's a long time ago. No, okay. Could I make fun of his laugh? Yeah. I mean, it sounds like something Jared Leto would have canceled out as unrealistic in his role as Joker. I mean, we could do that. But I'm not going to. I'm not going to do any of those things because, like Anna, I love him dearly, and I want to tell you a little bit about djWheat because I feel like a lot of people don't know the kind of the finer details about him. djWheat every day wakes up in his downtown San Francisco bourgeoisie mansion where he lives with the boss of Twitch, excuse me, and then he is driven into the city with the proletariats where he enjoys a designer coffee, and he literally sits tirelessly at his desk and works so hard. And you're like, yeah, I know that. He works hard. What does he work on? Have any of you guys watched Twitch Weekly? No, me neither. But it's a show they do. Okay, there's people on that. Have any of you guys been to the Twitch booth at any of the PAXs? It's the same goddamn thing every time. But there's finer details, okay? Like, yes, it's gonna be Man versus Game and Zeke because they're the only two people dumb enough to take that job every goddamn time. But also, okay? And it's cool because like Zeke's got a really big channel, so they put him at the events every year to sit at the booth so people can go to other streamers and meet them at the booth. But no, listen. And djWheat like tirelessly defends the Twitch community from the ever-oppressive force that is YouTube gaming, nipping at Twitch's heels, you know? If it weren't for djWheat, who knows where YouTube gaming could be right now? Relevant, maybe, but you know, they're not. And when djWheat's not doing that, does he enjoy a free massage once a month? Maybe. Are all their meals catered? Do they have designer beer on tap that he drinks every single day, all the time? Yeah, that's true. But when he's not doing that, he's putting on shows like Twitchcon, which is virtually the exact same goddamn thing every single time. It's like, how much purple can we put on a stage and call it good? And that's what he does.
Not enough according to Brand, actually, but no.
Honestly. And I mean, it's easy to look at him and be like, do you look like a taller, slightly less crazy, more lesbian Tom Cruise? Yes, but he, again, is so much more than that. I mean, there's a lot of jokes about his hair. Honestly, I didn't notice it because he's all just kind of grayed out silver, typical white man to me. But I'm sure there's more. There's kind of a deeper level to that. But no, I'm not going to take as much time as Zeke did because if we did, we'd be as old as Sir Scoots. But I do want to end this. I do want to end by saying it is an honor to be up here. These are some of the people I love the most and have actually paved the way for even someone like myself in esports who looks up to him a lot. Sir Scoots, djWheat in particular, my wonderful wife Anna, and then there are other people up here as well. So just a big round of applause. Oh, thank you.
We're gonna give the lady a chance. Anna Prosser.
Thank you very much, SourKoolaidShow. When your boss asks you to roast him, you should say no, because that means he's gonna push all of his work from TwitchCon off on you while he writes his roast, and then you write yours at 1 o'clock in the morning last night. So, let's start with Zeke. Zeke, my sweet little host, Babby, that I just work with at all these events. Zeke mentioned a couple times that he thought that I was too hard to roast because I'm so optimistic and kind, which is right because that's why my team keeps hiring him back as a host for Twitch. He really is a good host to work with, though. There's a lot of things about him that I really value. You know, every time we have him at any event, he wears the exact same hoodie, kind of, you know, washed up. And I know he's kind of trying to say, like, oh man, I'm so like edgy and crazy and I don't care what you think of me. But what I see is committed consistency. And I value that in a host. There are a few things, though, that have made Zeke actually seem dangerous and crazy. The last event, we had a great little PA that was working to try to collect information from our talent. I asked them to email her their phone number, and he emailed her just the words, Zeke's good time phone sex line, and his number. So, please don't cost us any more money in therapy for our PAs. The way that he looks, you might assume maybe he like lives somewhere with a high cost of living, so he can't like afford fancy things like haircuts or baths. Or maybe he's like just somewhere deep in the mountains where you only need one outfit ever. But he's actually from Montana. fun fact. And I think he's actually benefited a lot, learned a lot from living in Montana. He's learned self-preservation. Because if you notice, Zeke has this strategy to avoid like being hurt online and in roasts like this. He puts himself down all the time to try to like deflect and get us in this desperate bid to have us all like correct him and affirm that he's like attractive and we really, really love him. And like, you don't need to do that, man. We really do love you. I didn't say attractive. That's the joke. I didn't say attractive. It's funny. It's fine. I'm sorry. It's really hard for me to be mean. I'm trying. He's also very resourceful. He got a lot of press recently. He got his mom a really nice birthday present. Actually, he did not. He coerced his viewers into buying his mom a birthday present. So good job. And, Montana's this really quiet, open place, probably a lot of room for personal growth, so maybe he will get good at video games someday. All right, well, let's move on. Adam. Not a lot of people know a lot about Adam. I'm lucky enough to sit close to him at Twitch, and I love you a lot, Jeff. I love you so much, but there is a deeper love represented on this stage, and that is the love between Adam and his cats.
Yeah.
He has been giving us daily updates on in what manner and how long the cats cuddle with him. Last I heard, we're up to dual lap cuddling now, which is like a really big milestone for Adam. So like, congratulations again, man. But I really do like hearing about Adam's cats. It's really good for him to like take a break from working so hard from the daily grind. He's super dedicated to his job. He's always in the office, like bright and early, just like ready to take on the day at the beginning of the day. Just with a few exceptions, like once in a while he has to be late because he needs to play with his cats, or he needs to take his cats to the vet, or maybe he needs to like save the cats from this plastic bag that he saw in his nanny cam that he's worried they're gonna suffocate in. But, or perhaps he has to like investigate this mysterious and like imperceptible hair loss on his cats, or maybe get a haircut himself, or get the third haircut that he's getting this month, or wait for a package to be delivered, or sleep a little more because he drank too much, or set up furniture, or reorganize his DVD collection, or rewire his apartment to be fully controllable via smartphone, or confirm the location of the sun in the relation to the time his watch says it is, or if he's just not feeling really well today. But other than that, he's totally on top of it at all times. In fact, I have a visual representation of this. I'm hoping that we might be able to show Adam being totally on top of it, if the production staff is still alive. You can see up there, Adam is really on top of it. We can go to the next photo. Yeah, super on top of it. And by it, I mean on top of various couches and tables at the Twitch office. And by on top of, I mean sleeping on. So, awesome. Thank you, production. In conclusion, Adam, your boots look like pirate boots. Your team does all your work for you, and it's schmageggy, but it still sounds like schmegma. We just won't get past it. Now, I want to move on to Sir Scoots, who I have such a deep love for and placed in my heart. I'm really passionate, as you all know, about increasing diversity in esports, so I really appreciate Scott being here to increase our age range by like 100 years. He's old, it's funny. But see, Scott is not really one of those like stereotypical older guys in esports that sees pretty girls and like gives them whatever they want so that like he can impress them. He's totally not that person. In fact, he was actually the one who recognized my potential as a professional in esports and gave me my big break when he hired me for Evil Geniuses. And it was so cool because I put in like a year of work where I was like volunteering at every event, and I was making these montage videos and I was sending them for free, and I was like running support and sending them ideas. And one day I had this idea for marketing, for a place where we could get some more real estate for our sponsors for the team, not even ours because I wasn't even hired. And Scott had told me over and over again, like, sorry, we just don't really have a position for you, you know, we just don't really, like, not yet, we're working toward it. And I was going to keep trying, you know. So I mocked up this idea I had for some sponsorship real estate. If we can show that as well, production. With a little visual. I just made this drawing, just like off the top of my head, of some sponsor real estate that I thought we might be able to sell. And it was so weird because like the next day Scott was like, you know what, you really are a talented professional and you've worked so hard for us. And I think we do have a job for you. So thank you, Scott, for believing in my hardworking professional self. And, you know, he hired me actually the next day. I found out a month later that the CEO and COO of the company actually had no idea I had been hired and no idea what I was supposed to be doing for the company. But I got in, so thank you, Scott. I appreciate that. Yeah. Speaking of evil geniuses, I was trying to put together a joke here about how like this very like tiny man built this grand empire of evil geniuses on the backs of young, hungry esports people, and how he then was able to take that empire to the grand realm of Twitch, and they were able to buy it for tons of money and make Scott a very wealthy man, and Jeff and I saw none of it, and I just could not figure out how that was actually funny. In lightning round, Scott, you tweet like I used to send emails in high school with song lyrics to songs that we've all forgotten. You live in Arizona. Arizona super sucks, and having a three-legged cat does not make you a good person.
Oh, damn. She doesn't mean it. She doesn't say it.
Let's move on, and I think it's kind of rude that everyone's ignoring SourKoolaidShow. You know, DP is the kind of friend that I never knew I wanted, and I'm still not positive that I do. No, but seriously, DP's a really interesting guy. I know he was very passionate, like me, about performing art on Twitch, and when performing art was allowed on Twitch, he tweeted like, "Oh man, guys, we did it. We did it. Good job doing that, SourKoolaidShow." But it's so weird because I have not seen him around Twitch Creative since then doing comedy. I don't know if that's because he's not doing it or because I'm just not watching it, but I just haven't seen it, so. I don't know you very well, but initials don't count as a name. SourKoolaid sounds really gross. You're not funny, blah, blah, blah. Let's move on next. Let's move on to my darling husband. Gentle? Oh, honey. The great thing about writing a roast about Jeff is that I don't even really have to write any jokes. I just have to think of some true stories that I know about him, any million of them, and just tell them straight out to you as facts. There's one thing that they all illustrate, though, and that is that he is useless without me. A great illustration of this is the first time that he invited me over to his house in college. I was really excited to see where he lives. It was like a big step in our relationship, and I got to see his bedroom for the first time. And the poor, helpless, homeless little animal. His mom assured me that he did at one point have sheets and pillowcases, but by the time I got there, those had been long lost. He did have a mattress cover, but it was turned over so the waterproof plastic side was facing up. And he did have a comforter and a duvet cover, and to his credit, he had tried to wash that at one point, but then he couldn't figure out how to get the comforter back in the duvet, so it was just a ball of down inside a bag. So he would just... So he was just this like big, burly, sweaty power lifter sleeping on saran wrap on a caseless pillow with a ball of down sitting on his belly. And that was how he slept. I wanted to stay over so bad. But Jeff was really romantic. I bought some sheets and stuck with it, which is good. And the thing is that sometimes romance comes in different forms. Sometimes it comes from being just like very, very straightforward and direct, which I appreciate. I used to stay up with Jeff and watch him, play Clan Wars, StarCraft, or I would, shout at Artosis and Rhett through his headset from across the room while I was doing my homework. And one night he was practicing, and I used to kind of cheer him on, give him a massage now and then as he was doing his Clan Wars, and I was feeling a little frisky, so I went over and started doing the massage, and then maybe a little kiss here and there, and I'm starting to really make my intentions known, and he does, without moving, he just sits there and he goes, "Stop, you'll hurt your feelings." It's so weird. I have no idea why he never really dated anyone other than me. But, he's kind of like that lost baby helpless animal, but he really is a kid at heart, which is what I tell myself, so that his obsession with Warhammer 40K models feels less weird. When he first got this Warlord Titan, which is a giant, very expensive plastic model for playing tabletop games, he was carrying it around to each room with him. He wouldn't let it leave his side. He actually put it on the dresser so he could fall asleep staring at it. And I walked into our dining room, which is now just a Warhammer playing room, and I actually walked in on him with his hand gently caressing the foot of the Warlord Titan and looking dreamily at it. This is not a joke, it's real. He actually did that. People ask me for advice on married life. They see us as someone who can give that, so I guess say find someone who looks at you almost as lovingly as he looks at his plastic nerd man dolls. In conclusion, Jeff, you're one of the only people in the world who still uses a Hotmail email address, and it's really embarrassing. You ruined all of our honeymoon photos making the thing face, and you're afraid to go on amusement park rides because you might pee yourself. Now, Marcus. You may have noticed with very little study that Marcus wears exactly the same thing every single day. Graphic tee, same jeans, sneakers, hoodie, sometimes hat, depending on what kind of hair day it is. Once in a while he switches it up, puts on the blazer. But Marcus has a uniform. Marcus has perfected this steel armor of a uniform to protect him from nerddom in general. And it's become, tragically, the uniform of all esports personalities, including myself. Now whenever I go to a gig, they're like, could you just wear a graphic tee and a blazer, and that's what we wear, even though it's a total fashion horror. But before Marcus found this uniform, he was more clearly identifiable as who he truly is. I stumbled across this image on the internet. I wish it was a little more readable. You can find it if you just Google something
bad. It's
super
Mosaic.
nerdy djWheat. I'm really bummed you can't see that, but I'll describe it for you. If you notice in the picture, he's actually wearing pleated brown corduroys with a braided black leather belt. These go well with all the other indications that Marcus is actually 90 years old. You've heard his laugh, you know what I mean, it kind of just crawls out of him, you kind of wonder if he's going to need an oxygen tank or something. It's if you really want to get Marcus talking, in fact, ask him at lunch how he feels about celery. Celery. You couldn't get a longer story about a more boring food in a nursing home. Celery, all the time. I heard this crazy stat that 24-year-olds have been alive for 10% of US history. That means that Marcus has been around for half. So thank you, Marcus. You deserve our respect. In addition to the corduroys, if you could see the picture, you could observe what we would call maybe a light circle beard, as well as a matching brown leather fanny pack with bright yellow zipper pull, and a hanging watch fob connected to a chain for his wallet. All of these tell us that Marcus is actually very on trend. He's very into the latest technology. When that picture was taken, actually portable clocks had just been invented, so. He's also, of course, very concerned with time. You can tell this by the way he walks. It's like a cross between a chicken and a T-Rex that are always 5 minutes late for a meeting. It's like... Yeah. I walk with him to meetings a lot. You can also see that in this picture, actually you can't see, but if you could see it, you would see that he's holding a cigarette, much to his chagrin. He mentioned to me just a few days ago that he is now 7 years smoke-free. So congratulations, Marcus. And by smoke-free, he means desperately clutching various vape pens as if his life depended on it. Wherever he goes, he has this new one that kind of looks like a juice box. It's actually really cute. He's like, oh, my juicy juice saves my life. Yeah, and Marcus is done with cigarettes now. He's big corporate vape nation, but more than he has struggled with his nicotine addiction, we all know he has struggled with his hair. And I have seen this. I have been in the trenches. I will say that no hair has ever wanted to be a bowl cut more than djWheat's hair. I don't know if you noticed, actually, but if you go back and watch some VODs earlier this year, it really started to tend that way. And so Britt, my fellow programming manager, and I were enlisted to, step in. And by step in, I mean spend almost all of our work hours that week reading men's hair tutorials and shopping for hair products for Marcus. In the end, he settled on some crazy mystical concoction of like gels and pomades that have like, I don't know, volcanic ash and weird space technology and like starfish parts in them. But I mean, like, as usual, Britt and I love doing, making Twitch better by doing Marcus's job and helping him run his life. Just par for the course. But anyway, yeah, good job naming yourself after a grain. Your 10-year-old son beats you in magic, and chicken mother is really not a thing.
And now, Adam, or Schmegig.
Hey, everybody. Thank you, Mr. AIDS Show. I want to say it is an incredible honor to be up on the stage, and I thank you for doing so much work pulling it together, and I hope that you make partner one day. So, who the fuck is this guy? I guess if you're into fighting games, you might know me as Adam, the producer of Capcom Pro Talk, but if you are not into fighting games, I'm just a guy who works with Marcus and Anna, and to be completely honest, I don't fucking know why Marcus wants to be up here either. I have spent my entire life putting absolutely no effort into my physical appearance because I am not supposed to be on camera. So please believe me when I tell you that I am as disappointed as you are. I can't hear what you're saying, but I'm sure it's hilarious. Let's just get this over with so I can go get drunk. Let's just be clear about something. I'm not a comedian, and to be completely honest, I don't like being mean. So I am not going to make fun of these people. I have too much respect for the people that you see here on this stage. I've known many of them for quite a long time, and I really do respect them tremendously. And I am not going to tarnish their good names out of respect. Jeff In Control Robinson, for example, was a professional StarCraft player for some reason. You can ask any of the best StarCraft players in the world who In Control is, and if you've got a Korean translator handy, they will tell you, yes, that name sounds kind of familiar. This man deserves our respect, ladies and gentlemen. I will say, however, that it's probably a little weird filling this stage with a bunch of old StarCraft II assholes. I don't know how you guys have been enjoying it so far, but it's probably been a little weird, and there might have been a few too many in-jokes that you didn't fully get. An example of one would be, for instance, how is sex within control like an artosis pylon? Because it's a small explosion, and then everything shuts down. Let me tell you something, if you're not laughing, it's because you are not nearly into esoteric references to the early days of StarCraft II enough. But like I said, that's not the kind of thing you're going to hear from me. Because I am all about respect. And if you don't think any of this is funny, please, God, don't blame me. Like everything else in my career, I've stolen all of my jokes from Sir Scoots. I'm actually really happy to see Scoots here. I was worried he wouldn't make it. I thought he might have been too busy flirting with teenage girls on Twitter, so I am extremely happy to see him here. Scoots and I go way back. Back when I was really first starting in esports, Scoots was there with the Godfrag guys to sort of work with all of us, and he taught me quite a lot. Taught me about Godfrag, taught me about World of Warcraft Arena, he taught me about StarCraft, he taught me about a lot of things in esports, and it meant a lot to me. I taught him a few things too, because he's from Arizona, so I taught him things that they don't necessarily teach you in Arizona, like daylight savings time, or what good music sounds like, or that racism is bad. Shout out to Godfrag, by the way. I don't know if any of them are watching, but if they are, shout out to you guys. It is a very, very, very strange experience being the least known and least appreciated person on the stage. It is really, really, really weird. DP, how do you deal with it? But as I said, I'm not here to make fun of any of these people, because I have too much respect for them. For instance, I am incredibly thankful that Zeke is here, and that he decided to wear pants today. I think it's both thoughtful and kind that he is not wearing pink spandex. It's like 6 baby corn wrestling in a balloon down there. It's like Zoidberg's mouth, and I'm just so glad that I'm so glad that he is not putting us through that. So thank you, Zeke. You have my
Count your
respect.
chickens.
And that's why I said, I'm not about tearing these people down. I'm about building them up. You know, to stick with Zeke, if you've never watched him play Bashi, please do. It is an incredibly entertaining experience. It's absolutely unbelievable. For those of you who don't know what Bashi is, it is a brutally difficult game, possibly the most unfairly, horrifically difficult video game ever made. And Zeke plays it. You know, and he's played it a lot, and it's really funny when he plays it. In fact, he's played it so much that he has gotten amazing at it. He really just blows through the game in record time. And he tells jokes while he's doing it, and it's to the point now where he even goes to speedrunning events. And he'll go and he'll explain to people like how he gets through the game so quickly and all of that while people... Wait. Oh, that's fucking Whitwicks. Well, if you get a chance, please watch Whitwicks play Bashi. It's amazing. Now, before I go any further, I want to address something. I know there are probably a bunch of people out there who are wondering why the fuck I'm on this stage, who are thinking to themselves, why did he get to do this and why wasn't I invited to do it? And to those people I say, hey JP, what's up? Anna Robinson already said the joke I was about to tell. Now I guess it's time that we turn our filthy, degenerate gazes to the subject of our roast. As I said, I'm not a comedian, and so I don't really have a bunch of jokes about wheat. What I do have are a lot of notes that I've taken from working with him. I want to share these notes from various moments in my career of working with wheat. From March 6th on 2015, I wrote, "I've been at Twitch for a few weeks now and it's been incredible. Getting to work in the same place as many of my favorite people from the industry has been a dream come true. It's kind of amazing to learn about all the little in-jokes people have. For instance, today Marcus really forcefully insisted that I refer to him only as Captain Esports. It was kind of hilarious. But later on that day, I wrote, oh God, he wasn't joking. He really insists that everyone call him Captain Esports. What the fuck? More than that, I've discovered something chilling. I think wheat is a lot older than people think he is. I'm not sure, but I think he maintains his relatively youthful appearance by consuming the careers of other esports commentators. Somehow, he collects the essence of their casting careers and absorbs it afterward. Those people stop casting at or competing at events and shift into some other job in the industry. I can't prove it, but the other day I saw him looking fatigued and wrinkles appeared on his face. He excused himself from the meeting, and when he came back, he looked refreshed and much younger. He tucked a jar of something under his desk, and when he wasn't looking, I snuck a peek at it. The jar was labeled with a piece of tape. All it said was "in control." Here's an entry from a little later that year. Anna Robinson is officially joining Twitch. I even wrote it with exclamation points. I was so happy. This is amazing news since I've always enjoyed working with her over the years. I ran over to tell her how happy I am, and she said, "Oh, thanks. It's so nice meeting a fan. What's your name?" I tried to explain to her that we've known each other for 4 years, and she just sort of smiled and nodded. I guess she's just used to being approached by fans so often that she assumes everyone is one. August 8th, 2015. Today something odd happened. Marcus, excuse me, Captain Esports, took off his olive green jacket. This never happened, ever. And by the way, Marcus, I'm so fucking pissed you're not wearing that jacket right now. We were all shocked, but then it got weirder. Under Marcus's olive green jacket was another olive green jacket. How many of them does he wear? Is he like only 100 pounds of person but 95 pounds of jacket? Is he made of green jackets? If you keep taking green jackets off of him, is it just more jacket forever underneath? Maybe he's just infinitely repeating nested jackets like a kind of olive green babushka doll. I tried to ask Anna about it afterward, and she said it was so nice to meet a fan and asked me what my name was. So here's a later entry. Oh God, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Fishstick says he wants to start commentating the new crop of team shooters that are coming out. I have to warn him. He doesn't know what danger he's in. The other day, I caught Marcus ogling him and licking his lips. He's nearly out of the in control jar, and I discovered a shelf full of empty jars on it with names like McDaniels, Slasher, and Mr. Bitter. Even I'm not sure if that was okay. I must do something. I'm going to see if Anna can help me with this after she tells me it's so nice to meet a fan and asks me what my name is. October 1st, 2015. Today, Marcus began his campaign to rename Twitchcon for next year. He wants us to call it Gramtastic. Also, when I was walking to lunch, I noticed him sort of hovering behind Golden Boy and hissing. February 16th, 2016. Marcus took his dick out today. This penis has cast more professional esports than all of you put together, he screamed. Anna looked at it and said, "It's so nice to meet a fan. What's your name?" May 3rd, 2016. I have an idea. I know how to deflect Marcus's attention away from other esports casters. I have to convince Marcus that I'm thinking of becoming a caster. Then, while he's distracted by me, I can figure out how to defeat him. But I can't just announce it. No one would believe me. I have to establish myself as an on-camera talent first, and then I can proceed to shift into esports casting. But how do I make myself, or what the fuck? Oh, how do I make a public name for myself? I'll have to think about it. June 9th, 2016, I've got it. I have my opportunity to get on camera. There's going to be a roast of wheat at Twitchcon. I don't know if you guys see what I did there, but I asked Anna if she thinks I can be on it, and she said it was nice to meet me, and asked me for my name. So before I go, by the way, you've all been lovely, and I love you all very much. Before I go, I do actually, I guess this is a thing. I want to be serious and say thank you so much to DP for coordinating all this, and also, of course, to Marcus for choosing to have me on here and for giving me the opportunity that he's given me by allowing me to work at Twitch with him. I think a lot of us have struggled very, very hard and worked in some pretty shitty circumstances before we've gotten to where we are at this point in our lives. And I just want to say that after all of that, I think I speak for a number of us when I say it's an honor to be a part of your deranged little family, Marcus. Anyway, thank you very much, everybody.
Sir Scoots.
You want to bring that down for me? Thank you. Thank you. Maybe you should be the comedian and not DP. So, first things first. I'm not funny, I'm mean, right? So this is not going to make you laugh. This is going to make you cry. This is going to make you pissed off at me and probably everybody else. I'm going to start with Dan. Dan Paul intentionally goes by the initials DP. Why in the fuck would you do that? You know what DP is, right? Or maybe you do know what DP is, right? Can I get you to stand up for just a second? Somebody teach this motherfucker how to tie a tie. All right? You write this shit for us, bro. You write this shit for us. Maybe you're compensating for something. I don't know. I got notes. First off, let me look at my notes here. Scoots After Dark, yeah. Let's just look at Dan's biggest note. Who cares? Right? Is it on camera? Can I get a camera tight shot of this? Yeah. Who cares? So, in my preparation for this beautiful roast, I went and watched SourKoolaidShow. That's it, right? SKS. I watched some of his earlier roasts, and one of the guys he roasted was Zeke. So a lot of good jokes. I'll get to Zeke, but nothing's really changed. But one of the things I noticed about Dan himself is he's a bad comic. He's a bad gamer. So he's perfect for Twitch. Why are you not a top partner by now? Like, you're perfect. Fucking perfect. I swear a lot, by the way. I hope the kids are in bed. He's also, speaking of Zeke, he's a really long-time friend, like high school friend of Zeke and Man vs. Game. They grew up in Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota. I don't think it really even matters. And it seems like Zeke is going to go everywhere with you, right? He's going to be like your little roasty buddy, right? Unfortunately, yeah. I think Comedy Central has those guys too, but they're slowly starting to die, Zeke. So I'm a little nervous about you, right? So just be careful out there, right? One last thing about DP. He sent us all, now I am saying DP, Jesus. He sent us a nice email kind of explaining to us what a roast was and, kind of protocol, don't be nervous, everyone's friends up here. Obviously, they all really took the high road with jokes about me, age jokes, wow, bravo, yeah, bravo. Just because I was alive when Sinatra was roasting Dean Martin doesn't mean I can't keep up with the kids, right? So, the thing that struck out in this email that he sent was, you guys have a lot of things going on in TwitchCon. You're very busy. Please be early. Don't make me freak out. This is the highlight of my life. Literally, was the last part of the email. Fuck, Dan. We can do better. We can do better. All right. Moving on. Adam. Wait, let me make sure. Hey, buddy. Adam. The correct pronunciation, I believe, is shemege, which is a Yiddish term that no one obviously Googled, right? And this is the best joke about Adam at all. In Yiddish, the word means idiot, jerk, and moron. And it means an idiot, jerk, and moron who doesn't even know they are one, right? So, I don't know why you would pick that name. It's much like Jeff having the name In Control, because he's in control of nothing in his life right now. Maybe your parents were like big Laverne and Shirley fans, and you got it all confused. Shemizel, Shemazel, Hassenpfeffer, Shemegi, I don't know. I've known Adam a very long time, like he said, and people have talking about. He was at MLG. He was a video guy at MLG. About 10 years ago, I met him, give or take. He's a video guy at Twitch 10 years later. Bravo, man, you're really working up the business ladder. Awesome shit, awesome shit.
It's an improvement.
Like, lateral for 10 years is a hard thing to do, bro, and I don't know how you did it. You nailed it, you nailed it. Anna took a lot of the good cat jokes. And again, we were all worried about Anna, properly so. Nicely done, Anna. Yeah, he's a new cat dude, if you will. He's on his way to becoming a crazy cat dude. I think he sees Reddit and all social media, and he thinks that because cats are cute and everyone laughs and loves them, that if he has a few, that will somehow translate to them liking him and thinking he's nice and cute and all that. Doesn't work that way, bro. At all. At all. That's all I got for you, Adam, really. Yeah. Although, oh no, let's talk about it. He was in charge of the keynote today, right? Pretty important thing for Twitch. Piano guy lost his microphone. That was cool. Emmett Shear lost his teleprompter. Yeah, that's good job security, bro. Whew. I don't know where you'll be next year, but I'll be there to support you, man. Is that too soon? It happened hours ago. I didn't say I was funny. All right. Moving on to Zeke. Ezekiel the Third. A religious name, means all sorts of things, close to God, near God, like God. Are you fucking kidding me? Really, bro? Are you kidding me here? So he's already been roasted, and I like, in all seriousness, it was a funny roast. They did it online, so like no one had to make real eye contact. Crazy shit. I can't make any new jokes, right? It's the same shit. So I met him at PAX about a year and a half ago. I met a bunch of JP's friends, actually. I'm an esports guy. JP's an old esports guy. So, he introduced me to a lot of streamer guys, Ko, Lyric, Zeke. And I met all these guys. It was about a year and a half ago. And, I'm independently wealthy. Thank you, Purple. So I tend to subscribe to people that I like or I meet. And then I tend to watch their content. I watch Ko almost every morning. I watch JP all the time. I subbed to Zeke, and I went back last week for the first time in 19 months. Nothing's changed, bro. Nothing's changed. I mean, and everyone gives him shit about his gimmicks, right? He's got a voice changer. He's wacky. He dances. He screams. He yells. He's like a hair band lead singer from the 80s that just never made it. I don't know. So all these different gimmicks. You've got a bear that might be a cat behind you. I don't even know what it is. Oh shit! Oh! I pissed off the Zeconians, Zekaronians, whatever the fuck you are. I don't know. Jesus. Are you all in Wyoming too? Because it all makes sense now. So, speaking of all the gimmicks, and DP, you're gonna love this one. Is he not the Carlos Mencia of fucking streamers? Right? Is he not? Is he not?
Oh my fucking god! Come on! That's the lowest blow of the
I would drop the mic, but the sound guy will get pissed off, so we won't do that yet. Oh, we're not done, Zeke. We're not done. I literally have more notes in my notebook about roasting this guy than Marcus, so that just tells you a lot about how roast-worthy Zeke is. So I did tune in last week, because again, one of DP's things in the email is like, hey, if you're not familiar with some of these streamers, check them out, watch their streams and stuff. And again, so I begrudgingly went back. I still fucking sub. Why? Thank God for Twitch Prime. That'll be a freebie now, baby. Woo! So I tuned in last week, right? And he's playing this brand new game to his community. Like, they are all in awe of this new technology, and like they're losing their minds over this brand new game that came out in Wyoming, Montana, South Dakota, called Tex Murphy, right? I don't know if you're familiar with this brand new game. It's next generation, like motion capture stuff, and it's amazing. It's amazing, and you played it amazingly well. He spent about an hour trying to get into a lady's pants in an apartment building. She wanted nothing to do with him, right? And he just would not give up. He would restart the chat again. Let me try this angle. Let me try this angle. You watched it. You were there. Painful. Yeah, by the way, it's a really old game. I'm not sure you knew that. It's not new. Yeah. And then one last thing, since JP's in the audience, I'm gonna bring this up. JP invited me on their show, Drop Frames, a couple months ago. Great show, JP. Great co-host with, Co, and Zeke's on the show as well. And the show is all about esports. Like, he wanted me to bring, esports a little bit to the Drop Frames audience, which is mostly kind of a streamer audience. Obviously, JP is well-versed in esports, so his questions were engaging and insightful about like what's new since he left the scene. Co was enthralled that this entire big business did exist, and that not only could you make money, playing video games like they do, but you could actually compete at the highest level and make a lot of money, right? And he totally got it. He understood. I lost Zeke on the word esports. Like, he never got it. Like, he's like, wait, people actually play games that are better than me, and they get paid because they're good at the game? Like, this is like Danger Will Robinson stuff, like deer in headlights. It was kind of sad, JP. So yeah, I don't want to go on that show ever again. That's about all I got for you, bro. I hope it was enough. Let's move on to the couple. The prom king and queen of esports and streaming and Twitch and all that. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the best thing about these two, they met in college, right? Almost high school sweethearts in the sense that they hadn't really had much dating experience before they met each other. How cute. In control and uncontrollable. They have like pet nicknames with each other. That's insane. Another little known fact, which I thought maybe you guys would bring up. They were on the debate team together in college, right? I don't even want to know what arguments were like at home or what sex was like at home. Parliamentary procedure ruling, your pants are not properly off. I don't even know. How did
you know?
I don't even. The shit I think about is bad for my own brain. So, yeah, they're nerds from way back, right? And again, like, I don't have to make the obvious jokes. Like, how does someone as amazingly gorgeous as her end up with him? Like, writes itself, basically. There must be money involved. Maybe she needed a green card. Maybe she's not American. I don't know. There's something. There's something here we have to investigate. So, on to Anna in general. Huge Disney fan. I mean, like, huge Disney fan, right? A lot of you are probably, right? So I think she figured out the way to like live her fantasy as a princess. Obviously, she is an ex-Miss Oregon, right? No doubt about that. Was to live out Beauty and the Beast. So she basically is playing that movie out. Yeah, you knew that was coming.
All right.
Yeah, well.
He turns into a handsome guy, though. That Beast.
Yeah, I didn't last that long. So, a few more things about Anna. She brought up our time together at Evil Geniuses, and it was a magical time. Anna's a big thinker. She's always been a big thinker. Like, big projects, big stuff, like all her stuff now, like inclusivity, all that kind of good stuff. So we're running the EG Lair in Phoenix, Arizona, where all the StarCraft players lived, about 7 or 8 guys at any given time, and Anna. And I visit one day, and, you know, it's a mess, right? She's not expected to clean up after them anyway, but, like, they're just kind of slobby, right? There's flies in the kitchen because there's food that's out for 5 days, all this crazy stuff, right? And Anna comes up to me, and she's like, Scott, I got a great idea. I think we need a mission statement, a series of credos that Evil Geniuses lives by and brings us all together under this common corporate bullshitty thing. And I'm like, cool, can we start with clean the fucking kitchen, please? Right? Can we have the fucking house clean? I don't think the mission statement ever got written, did it? Did you ever write one? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Because I quit and I didn't care. And I wrote this joke on the fly, so it could suck. Because she made a joke about me and my cat. So I'm gonna make a joke about her and her dog. So we often kind of mimic our pets after a while. If you own a cat or a dog or, you know, any sort of animal, like there's always these jokes of like, oh, they start looking like each other, they start acting like each other. And yeah, I have an old crabby cat who's got 3 legs. So she's got a little rat dog, I don't even know, that is missing half its hair, is anxiety ridden, and is constantly seeking attention. That's it. That's all I got for her. Okay. Oh, and fuck you for having slides and extra shit that we weren't allowed to have. That is internal Twitch bullshit right there. Internal Twitch bullshit. That's not fair at all. On to Jeff. Jeff was the beloved captain of our StarCraft team at Evil Geniuses. I once had to explain to Jeff what a driver was. I said, he was having computer issues, and I had sent him a bunch of gear. And I'm like, have you updated the drivers? And he's like, why would someone need to drive me somewhere? I don't understand, bro. Pro gamers are not necessarily smart, right? They're just good at something. Very focused. When they moved to Arizona and we started the lair, we also had playing for us Grubby, world famous Grubby, right? Everyone knows who Grubby is, right? Warcraft 3 superstar, then transitioned to StarCraft 2, and now is doing Heroes of the Storm. So when Anna started cranking out content and Jeff was leading the charge of our team, I was like, oh my God, we have another Grubby and Cassandra. Because Cassandra is Grubby's wife, was Miss Singapore herself, amazing woman, very smart, basically his manager, right? Did a lot of the PR work, did a lot of the content around Grubby long before he joined Evil Genius. So like very much a power couple in esports. And I thought we had nailed the same one. I had no idea I got it backwards. And Grubby and Cassandra were opposite. And Anna would be the superstar and Jeff would disappear into Warhammer miniatures. Very strange. Jeff was also told at one point when we were at the lair that he had some issues with veins in his legs, whatever that medical term is, where if you sit too long or you fly too long, it's very dangerous. Oh, I'm going in. So what did he proceed to do? Keep sitting 12, 14 hours a day. Like, maybe that's where the Warhammer thing came in, because now you stand up. I don't know. He also ruined a joke for me like he ruined a joke for Adam. But we're gonna pretend that he's wearing shorts, right? Just pretend with me. Visualize those creamy legs in a pair of shorts. You know, Jeff never wears pants, because Anna rarely gives them to him to wear. And my one last thing on Jeff. I know you got the Matt Damon attempt here. Like, you're losing a lot of weight, you're looking good, and I think you think that you're maybe the Jason Bourne Matt Damon or the Good Will Hunting Matt Damon, but you're pretty much like we bought a zoo Matt Damon right now, bro. I think you need to work on that, all right?
He's right, he's not funny, he's just mean.
I'm not funny, I'm just mean. Tiny Scoots. All right, one more. I think, wait, did I do you all? Yeah, I did. Marcus, djWheat, Graham. Yeah, the joke's already been made. Wheat, yeah, whatever, stoner. At any given time, Marcus probably has 3 or 4 vape pens on him. Some might have nicotine in them, some might not. Like, it's just the nature of the beast. I've known Marcus for a very long time, going on about 10 years. And again, someone also stole my lurch joke. Marcus's walk, we called that a decade ago the lurch walk, because he just stomps back and forth, back and forth. I was gonna do the impersonation, but she nailed it, so. And I'll talk about his hair, but I just say fuck your hair, right? Fuck all of you with your hair. What's up, Zeke? You're getting close, bro. It's good, bro. I'm doing the same thing. I started growing facial hair because then they won't notice, man. It's all good. It's all good. So I don't even know why I got back to Zeke. That's how funny it is, right? All right, back to Marcus. So, Marcus, nice keynote today, really nice keynote. 2 years in a row, you managed to turn a keynote about one of the largest new companies in the world about you. You regaled us last year with the history of your world, and this year you did it again. Bravo. It's all about wheat. It's all about wheat. Little known fact, Marcus actually did try to kill esports several times, and it seemed like it was always related to 3-letter acronym companies. Marcus, I keep calling you Mark, what the fuck? Marcus worked for a company called GGL out of LA. They didn't do esports. They did V-sports. And I'm pretty sure that was Marcus's idea. Yeah. And there's quite a bit of GGL in here because it was a fucking joke. During his time at GGL, I will give him one nod. He ran a show called EG Epileptic Gaming that really did set the bar for like daily video game content, and he still has a huge fan base, and everyone does want that back. Yeah, you fucked that one up. At GGL, there was a guy in the scene that used to run a company called CPL. Speaking of 3-word shitty acronyms, Angel Munoz came on their show one time, right? Controversial time in Angel Munoz's life. Marcus has the record, the esports interview record, for crawling the deepest up a tournament organizer's ass during the interview. He sucked this guy's dick so much that you would have thought he was on the CPL payroll. He was so deep up Angel's ass that Lemmy Winks, when he passed him, went, "What the fuck? Where are you going, bro?" Lemmy Winks? Oh, yeah, okay, cool. Angel Munoz. Angel. Yeah, and I know you had to get paid to suck him off, but we call that something totally different in the real world. He then on his show, like, and this is just weird. He had a porn star on the show. He might have had the sister. Were they both on? He had Mia Rose on his show, right? Who at the time was an active porn star. What did Marcus want to talk about? Want to talk about Halo? Halo, bro? Really? Not DP?
It was.
That was a callback. Did you guys catch that? The callback?
So, if you watch Marcus's stream, you know that he's incredibly fearful of water-based games or levels that have water in them or anything to do with swimming in a game. Like, it's weird, right? And so I started thinking about it. I'm like, why does he feel that way? Like, what happened? What happened way back when? Did Echo the Dolphin touch you in a bad spot back in the day? Like, what went wrong, bro? And the most tragic thing and weird, ironic thing about it is he's addicted to tentacle porn. Anime tentacle porn. How do those match up? They don't. All right, where we at? Oh yeah. So, yeah, I'm a little older than everybody. Yeah. So when Hackers came out, you know, I liked the movie. Hackers was fun for its time, right? And I think all of us, well, I can't say all of us, 'cause it's a very diverse crowd. I know people like me really liked Acid Burn. We were like, who is this young lady? Who is this Angelina Jolie? By the way, if you're watching, Angie, I know that you and Brad having a tough time. I'm available. So we all, you know, like, wow, cool nerd girl, super smart, super hip, you know, we all wanted to date her. If you watch the last 3 or 4 years of JP's roleplay content that Marcus is on pretty much every show, there must be something going on here, I don't know. Marcus, when he watched Hackers, he didn't want to date Angelina Jolie. He didn't want to hang out with Acid Burn. You can tell by all his role-playing, he actually wants to be Acid Burn. Every single character, 17, 18, 19-year-old, cyberpunk, little cute girl, roller skates, backpack. Like, you got to think deeper about this shit, bro. I mean, yeah, there's like some couch therapy there for you, I think. So, that's it. I don't have anything more. Yeah, that's it. I don't have anything else bad to say about him, but I do want to say some nice stuff about him. You know, again, I've known Marcus for literally about a decade. And we started as competitors. Marcus comes from the Quake community, and I came from the Counter-Strike community. And there was a time when both those were big tournament games, and tournament organizers had to make a decision. His game lost, my game won. My game is still winning, brah. Wait, I was supposed to be nice. So point being, we did kind of start as like rivals, right? He was running a TV station, internet TV station called ITG, and he had done a couple other things. He went to CGS and all these different things. Yeah, talk about selling us short. CGS? Holy shit, bro, you fucked that up. TV comes to town, they hire Marcus, And Marcus is like, I got it, man. They won't fuck anything up. I don't know why they're showing a first-person shooter in third-person, Scoots. I'll get right on that, bro. Those were some tough years. So, again, we were rivals. And then the bubble bursts, right? And we were both. He's out of a job again. You've moved to LA and lost your job more time than most porn stars, probably. I'm glad you picked Northern Cal because you're still here, which is good. So we bonded on a show called Live on 3. He invited me on a show, and we were both basically in between things. I had left Got Frag, or got fired by MLG, if you will, because they closed us. Thank you, MLG. Assholes. And so Live on 3 was kind of our venting blog show about what was wrong with the scene, how we could improve it. And we really, at that point, I think, actually became friends. And before that, we were just co-workers. We'd done some stuff together. We started producing stuff together. We did Live on 3 shows on the road. We did a QuakeCon. I have one more joke about Marcus before I really get nice about him. We're at QuakeCon, our very first event for Live on 3 Productions. And we're having and this is how you know Marcus has your back at all times, right? We're having a safety meeting in one of the hotel rooms, because you often have to make sure rooms are secure. And you specifically want to make sure bathrooms are secure. So there's about 22 of us in this bathroom, just making sure the grout lines are straight and everything's good and nothing leaks, as you would do. Security. Security. Like, oh shit, this is probably not a good thing. So I'm thinking, Marcus is a big young guy, right? It's not gonna look as weird if maybe he opens the door, right? Instead of the much older, shorter guy. So I'm kind of trying to maneuver to have Marcus open the door, but sure as shit, I end up opening the door and Marcus is just like watching me like try to explain to the cops that we weren't drunk, we weren't making too much noise, we weren't under the influence of bathroom grout. And yeah, so I knew from that day forward that he would always have my back. Literally, he'd be right behind me, but nowhere near in front of me. Okay, now to get serious. Like, I love you like a brother. Like, we have been through so many peaks and valleys in gaming, and like, I could not be happier for you and the success you've had. You're an amazing father. I have a chance to vacation with Wheat. He's an amazing father. He's an amazing husband. He's all those things. And again, he still keeps it real. Again, it sounds like everyone does his work for him, but he's just an amazing guy. And again, I think he's one of the few people that have come into my life that I'm legitimately honored to have had your presence around me. And again, there's no doubting what you did for the early days of esports and shoutcasting when it really was called shoutcasting. And it's my sincere hope that eventually one day when you're on this stage, it'll be, please welcome to the stage, the CEO of Twitch, Marcus djWheat Graham. That's it, I'm out. Off my lawn, all of you.
Chicken shit. What a chicken shit. There he goes. He's like, I'll just be right back. I'll be right back. No, yeah, he has to go. I think he has to go to the bathroom. No, I would love to turn it over to Wheat, but we have a surprise roaster. That would be me. John Carnage.
Where the fuck did he go?
What in the fuck? Sir Scoots, what the hell was that? Are you off your meds? That was like 45 minutes of just a rambling fool up here. I don't know what that was. I'm worried about you.
That's a normal day for you.
That's absolutely. How did you know? We're sharing the same medication. I'm so happy to be up here, but Marcus had to go take a dump or something, so this is kind of awkward. But you know what? Since this isn't against the TOS violation, I'm gonna drink some mouthwash because why not? You can still get drunk off of this. Oh, it tasted weird. I'm really excited to be up here. Now I'm minty fresh for you guys. You guys look good. Hey, DP, look out there. There's people. That's weird, right? Especially for you. You don't see that too often, do you? I really want to thank you for your stream. It means a lot to me. I was addicted to sleeping pills until I started watching your channel. And then I just started falling asleep naturally. Thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. It means a whole lot. There he is! He's back! Oh, Jesus, what was that? That's assault. Or is it? You're my boss. No, it's fine. I liked it. I'm your secretary. It's cool. How are you? Feel better? You back? All right, all right. I'm just looking up here at this beautiful place, seeing, everybody wants to make fun of Marcus's hair. I'm not going to, because I think that Sir Scoots' hair, we want to celebrate that. That's the hero of tonight's show. I'm happy it's still there, if you want to look at it, and it's doing a great job. And so Sir Scoots, you have a wonderful name. It's going really well, but you can also call yourself Sir Hoveround or Sir Soon to be living in a nursing home. And it's just going to go really well for you the older you get, which is, you're probably about 1,000 years old right now. And you're sitting next to the lovely Anna, who is hard to make fun of, She's such a beautiful person. But I do know this for a fact, that she is not a vegan because she loves animals. It's because she hates plants. So that's a thing. She eats them because she fucking hates them. And, when I think of Anna, I think of No Man's Sky. It's so beautiful to look at, but once you start playing it, you realize there's just nothing there. And it really, that's okay, don't worry. That's all right, it's okay. Because she's sitting next to her bodyguard, who also looks like the Grey Hulk or whatever, the Humbar, the fucking gorilla that got shot. And there's nothing much there either, but just like fucking Zeke, because he has no cock. And that's not there either for him. So, yeah, I know, put your head down, it's okay. It's all right, don't worry about it. You see, they think it's this is a roast from Marcus, but I get roasted every goddamn time I have to room with fucking Zeke. This guy walks around, well, I'm lucky he's wearing fucking underwear, but it's really not that fucking much of a luck because his underwear down the middle looks like hot wing paper. So it's really fucked up. Really fucked up. And when I can finally understand what the hell he's trying to say to me, because his voice sounds like he's been gargling fucking sandpaper or razor blades, it's always something in the middle of the night while he's whispering in my ear, holding me down against my will because I've been drugged with ketamine. I'm gonna find your prostate this time, I promise. And I keep telling him, it doesn't take your whole fist. I don't know why. I don't know why we need to go that far. Adam, how are you? Are you worried about all the erosion that's happening in the Everglades? Where are you going to live? I'm worried about that. I'm really worried about that. I don't have much more left up here because I decided to write funny jokes as opposed to this fucking titanium edition, fucking whatever the fuck was going on up here for the past 2 hours. Marcus, it's nice to see you. I don't get much time with you. You guys are always in fucking meetings for whatever the goddamn reason at Twitch. Thank you for putting me all the way in the fucking back. Thank you for not putting me on the, the fucking biller to be up here. No one knew I was on the fucking paper. Thank you for that. Thank you for maybe once in a while I have a meeting with you at Twitch. And I want to thank you for having really shitty breath from all the fucking vaping that you're doing. And you probably have popcorn lung. And so I hope that ISIS drives a little tiny peppermint truck into the back of your fucking throat. Thank you. Oh my God. You're welcome. Thank you, guys. Yeah, there you go. Cheers. I didn't need to fucking write 9 minutes and stuff. I'll sit over here. I wasn't invited. Don't worry.
Man, I think you did great.
Roast him for us, DP.
John Carnage. We didn't really want him up here. We just couldn't keep him from coming up here. About this time, everybody wants to hear from the target, because he's going to get a chance now to lash back at us for doing this to him. djWheat.
Fuck that. I have to do this my way for sure, and my way is to make notes, and you'll even see well, maybe you won't, but it's titled, just in case I forgot, The Roast of djWheat 2016. So there you go. Thank you all for coming. It means a lot to me. I really want to thank DP, of course, for setting this up. John, thank you for making a surprise appearance. That also allowed me to go run to the bathroom as fast as I possibly fucking could because I had a beer at the Bud Light All-Stars thing. And so thank you, John. I appreciate that. No. DP, he didn't have much of a choice when it came to doing this roast. I can pull the strings that need to be pulled. And I just said, DP, you're going to get a DP if I'm not the guy. And, to reinforce what was said, it's got to all be about me. So let's just get it out of the way at TwitchCon 2016. Then we can roast all the other people in the future years. But I watched last year's roast. Shout out to Spamfish and the crew that did it. It was the inaugural TwitchCon roast. And DP said to live life. And I love this, man. I said, quote, laugh, have a good time, have fun, and I am so fucking sorry that you had to sit through none of that for the last 2 hours because there was some really bad shit up here. So, DP, again, thank you so much, actually. I love you, man, and I'm going to hit you harder on Sunday. So, Jeff, I want to talk about him. If you don't know Jeff, he's a pro gamer. He's competed in Brood War and StarCraft 2, and I just want to start off by saying, hey, Jeff, on behalf of all the Zerg players, go fuck yourself, you race traitor! And really, how can I be mad at Jeff for what he has contributed, and switching to ProDOS and being the dirty fucking ProDOS that he is. Jeff did place top 4 at an MLG Dallas 2011, back when there were no Koreans on the circuit and there were only 14 other North Americans to battle you out. And actually, the 15th was a Canadian. That was Kiwi Kaki, and he knocked you out. It really proving early on from the start that the U.S. was and still is absolute shit in StarCraft 2. But more importantly, I want to remind you that at that tournament you lost a Pain user who was so fucking high he thought he was competing in Halo. And one of my favorite games with Jeff was a game versus TLO. Anyone TLO fan? Okay, yeah, TLO. I saw him never mind, I'm not fucking, we gotta get out of here. Where, of course, like the dirty fucking ProDOS that Jeff was, he hid a hidden pylon in TLO's base and sort of in base aggression, warped in some zealots and some stalkers, and he won. And it was a glorious game back in 2011, and it was also the last In Control game that anyone remembers at all. Jeff has really been a big part of the StarCraft 2 community. In fact, on Jeff's Liquipedia, you guys know what that is? It's like Wikipedia for nerds who like esports. It says, and I quote, in addition to being a player, In Control is one of the biggest community figures in the North American StarCraft scene. And I agree, he definitely is. It also says this on Desro's Liquipedia page. Oh my God. There it was, there it was. Okay, no one will get that because none of you play StarCraft 2, so that's fine. Jeff is the fire competition, even though, it's been brought up several times. His mammoth, his fucking $2,000 doll. And I don't know if you know, but he's like nationally ranked. And I'm pretty sure that In Control wins most of his games with intimidation alone. I mean, you can imagine standing across from someone like In Control. And I don't know if you've ever seen In Control's game face. You could see it when he plays XCOM. You could see it when he fucking role plays. You can basically see it anytime. You've probably seen it several times tonight. But you look at him, and he is an eater of nerds and a devourer of souls. And I swear to God, his game face really scares me. It strikes the same kind of fear and horror that you might experience if you just lost $3,000 to Phantom Lord and CSGO Lotto. But Jeff wasn't a newbie when it came to the camera when he first started on Twitch. He appeared on a USA reality television program called WCG Ultimate Gamer. You throw 16 gamers into a house, you stir up some drama, and you get them to compete for $100,000 playing various games. So Jeff got eliminated by Adonde Swoozy Thorne. Anyone know who that is? He's a famous YouTuber, totally awesome dude, love the guy to death. And, well, you know what? I wrote some stuff here, but I guess I don't have to. Yeah, so I hope this is advancing. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, let me do what I do best. And here we go, Jeff. Jeff, he doesn't seem like he's quite got it. He's having a hard time here, but he's doing, no, fucking Christ, Wheat. All right, one more time. Here we go. This is for real this time. Okay, Jeff versus Swoozy. And Jeff, yeah, I know, it sucks, Jeff. It really sucks, but he's doing his best. But you know what? Let's see how Swoozy's doing, because maybe he's not doing as good as Jevin. Oh, fuck, Swoozy! Swoozy, do work, son! Is that rainbow? Does that mean you're winning, Swoozy? What the fuck? Unfortunately, this was the last time that Jeff was ever seen on television. Are there any roleplay fans in the audience? A couple of them, 2 of you, I guess. I honestly can't believe that Jeff and I and a few other folks that are in this audience get to take part in what is definitely one of the fucking nerdiest things on Twitch, and I love every second of it, role-playing. I mean, back in high school, of course, being a role player and playing things like D&D, you know, I got made up plenty for doing that kind of shit, and it really sucked. And now it's cool to be a nerd, play things like Dungeons and Dragons. And recently Jeff actually approached a group of girls and asked, you know, if they'd played the new 5th edition, and they were all like, well, what are you doing on our playground? But I think about 60% of my relationship with Jeff is actually spent as a fantasy character. And it's really fucking weird when I think about it, because 90% of the time, I gender swap in roleplay. So that means 60% and 90% of the time I'm with Jeff, I'm actually a woman. Just think about it a little bit, I don't know. And I really liked a lot of the wife-husband jokes that happened tonight. Sir Scooch brought up a really important thing about Anna's dog. And I want to reinforce that with some visual aids here. Because you know how they say dogs look like their owners? I present to you Anna Prosser Robinson and Poa. And I present to you in control, Barristan. Barristan, where are you? There he is. And you know what's even better? Look at him hugging like this. How about one more? Anna and Jeff. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Sorry, this fucking sucks. Thanks, Jeff. Anna, Jesus fucking Christ, you are hard to write jokes for. Anna honestly is kind of perfect. I mean, almost perfect. She is married to the Thing, and she doesn't eat meat, so instantly knocked down a couple of. Yeah, almost. Anna almost did not do this roast either, because she thought, I mean, just the thought of good friends coming together to shit on one another is only a more horrible thought than Jeff calling his dick a nidus worm. And it was said earlier, but Anna is Miss Oregon 2011. And because I'm from Nebraska, I actually find that fucking kind of impressive. Maybe Zeke too. I don't know. No love for the shitty on Nebraska. That's okay. Anna always sees the good side of a bad situation. I once saw her step in a steaming pile of shit, and after feeling sorry for the pile of shit for a moment, she immediately exclaimed, "How can we use this shit for the betterment of others?" I don't know what happened to that piece of shit, I'm really glad that someone told a joke earlier because this is going to make this one as bad but make more sense. I took a trip with Anna and Jeff earlier this year. It's amazing what you learn about people just by spending some time with them, right? You've all done it with friends. So for example, I learned that Anna could be puking violently from the motion of a ship, but that would not stop her from meeting a Disney princess. That's right. Nothing was going to stop Miss Oregon 2011 from meeting what was undoubtedly a childhood role model, right? You've all seen Anna. She kind of looks like a Disney princess. So unfortunately, showing up woozy and smelling of vomit, the Disney staff mistook her for being drunk, and they politely asked her to leave with her, quote, friend in the shitty beast cosplay. So thanks whoever had that Beauty and the Beast joke. That helped out. One of the pleasures of working with the innocent Anna Prosser Robinson, oh yeah, I love this one, is getting to hear her say things that you really wouldn't expect, because it doesn't happen very often. And one afternoon, after a thrilling debate about the Harambe meme and internet goofuses, if you remember that, Anna posed the question, what is up with dicks out for Harambe? She says, I don't like that. She said she didn't feel included because A, I don't have a dick, and B, I don't feel comfortable when someone is pulling out a dick. Fair enough. And she thought, why can't I pull out my anatomy to represent Harambe? And that's when Anna actually exclaimed, very loudly too, boobs out for Harambe! Personally, I'm totally in favor of boobs out for Harambe. And I'd imagine that most everyone on the internet is also in favor of boobs out for Harambe. So just please don't do that on Twitch. Oh yeah, Anna's very particular about these things, her things. For example, when you come to her desk, don't sit in her chair. Don't like fucking do the little adjusty thing and make it slow or, you know, lower it. Don't put things on her things. And one day, she came into the office and she was like, she has this Barbie game developer doll. And she was like, someone licked my Barbie doll. So Zeke, go at it, man. Go nuts. Go nuts. Lick it. Yeah. 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 Boobs up for Harambe. Anna, I promise you that's not her. I bought a replica, but that one's mine. And people, okay. Moving on. Adam, I love that you play the role of the voice of God at Twitchcon. Everyone, did you know that? Adam's the voice of God. Adam, I also love that you play the role of Seth Rogen in real life. I think that's fucking awesome. I met Adam back when he worked for MLG, an underappreciated, overworked, underpaid, ball-busting job that sucked the life away from him every single day that he worked there. Which is not much different from working for me. And speaking of which, as a guy who had some shit thrown back in my face simply due to the sheer amount of dumb shit that I've said before, remember how Adam was up here and he's like, I don't go in front of the camera. It's not something that I do. Well, you know what? I'm really fucking good at digging up internet archives. And this next thing is amazing because it's the only interview of Adam I found, and it was 13 minutes. But this line that I found from Adam was truly one of the most amazing things that I ever uncovered. Ladies and gentlemen, let me make sure this one. Adam Contini, 2014, in an esports interview. I want you to listen to these words very carefully.
And I was like, I don't think I don't think I want to say goodbye to that side of esports, and I certainly don't have any intention of being like a spreadsheet guy for a streaming platform.
Wait, Adam. You're a fucking spreadsheet guy for a streaming platform, dude. Congratulations. And Adam was a video editor at MLG. You know, one of the first. He's edited more fucking MLG no scope Doritos Type 420 Blaze It fucking Halo headshots than anyone on the planet, and he's still real fucking bad at video games. And you know, anyone here know a New Yorker? Well, Adam's my New Yorker. He's definitely my New Yorker, but I didn't have any New Yorker jokes. He's also my crazy cat lady, as you've heard up here. It is adorable, though. It's fucking adorable when he starts using baby talk to talk about, you know, his cats, and he's got a little box, the pet cube that lets him see his cats at night. And the way I know that Adam really has a cat lady problem, as of late, is that I know that he has more pictures of his cats on his phone than he has even of himself or his family. Because the cats are your family. Yeah, but, Adam. I don't know how his cats do it, though. 2016 marked the year that I had to stop rooming with Adam. That's because this man is capable of snoring sounds that sound like a fucking bloodthirsty hell demon riding on a 747 while blasting the most obnoxious dubstep out of its ass. And his snoring was so loud one night that I sat up awake in bed and just fucking stared at him. But it's all good, because the next night, before he went to sleep, I just got out of bed, I tucked Adam in, I kissed him goodnight, and instead of sleeping, he sat up and watched me all night. But Adam, I love you. Thank you. Sir Scoots. My brother. Man, thank you for all the old jokes. And DP, thank you for fulfilling my quest to have Scoots here. I know it was difficult with the retirement home to make sure he had permission. And also thank you to the union members who was able to get his oxygen up here in time as well. And it does feel kind of good to make the old jokes, Scoots, I'm not going to lie, but, you know, we're not that far apart. So. If you never stopped by Scoots' stream, you saw him shamefully advertising it up here earlier, Scoots After Dark. And he has one of my favorite stream intros on Twitch. It's based off an old 80s show, Cheers. Yeah, you haven't heard of it either? Because it's fucking old. Because you're fucking old. I love it though, Scoots, because I'm fucking old. And Scoots and I, as mentioned earlier about the eating of commentators in esports, we were often accused of being these powerful figures in the world of esports who pulled strings and operated the Illuminati, if you will. And the truth is that I drive a Kia Soul, and Scoots live at home with his mom and his three-legged cat. So I don't know what they were implying there, but it's really not like that. And speaking of Safi, the three-legged cat, Scoots is sometimes very similar to Safi in that he can be a third wheel, kind of like a three-legged cat. Scoots, one of my gaming partners online, we play games, but inevitably it always happens. It happens that I get too angry, I'm not satisfied enough with the play. It started with Rocket League. It spread to CSGO, where actually it was the opposite and I wasn't good enough to play. And now it's started again in Battle Rights.
You're terrible!
Scoots, every once in a while you hear him, guys, you gotta watch me, Scoot. You gotta fucking, guys, you just fucking leave me out here to die, guys. Maybe if you got good, Scott, we wouldn't have to save your fucking ass all the time. But what I really need to talk about with Scoots is this. It's, you click it. All right, I'm clicking it. Don't click it. This. Fucking. One more time. This. Come on, guys in back. Just click it. Just space it. Just space it. Just space it for me. Is it broken? Did the laptop block out? It's not working. Take it off and advance it to the next slide, and we'll be okay. There we go. Oh shit, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about that. Advance it to the next slide then. Fuck it. That one, yeah, advance to that one. All right. Well, since keynote. Winky Smiley. Scoots uses the Winky Smiley. The fucking poor man's Kappa. You went too far. You went too far. Oh shit! For fuck's sakes. It'll be great, Weed. You'll make a presentation and then you'll fucking do it up there, and all you'll have to do is click a fucking button. It's fine. Scoots has used the Winky Smiley over 1,100 times in the year 2016. I'm gonna show some examples. Let's just start with this one. Yeah. Is it up there? 3 months till I revisit my favorite morning coffee spot. Still room on the ship, Winky Smiley. Translation. Fuck you. I'm better than you. I'm on a fucking cruise ship drinking my coffee, and fuck no, you can't come, winking motherfucking Smiley. Next. Congrats, Odie. Dignitas just got sold. Do you like me now and spend it all on hookers and blow? Out of the 1,100 tweets with Winky Smiley, this is the only one that was actually true. Next. Crap. Do I really have to go to Texas and help It Me JP do shows with people acting strange and rolling dice? Winky Smiley. Translation. Your role playing is fucking nerdy and stupid and fuck Texas. Oh, you're gonna pay me? Awesome, I'll do that. And one more. Oh, this is a series of Winky Smiley tweets. All streamers in the Twitch rotator are esports. All hail the Dark Lord Winky Smiley. Fish Sticks chimes in. Always a mistake. I'm right here, guys. Scott, of course, responds. You would think that with as much esports as is on Twitch, that TwitchCon would have more esports. Translation. Fish Sticks, you fucking suck at your job. All right, last but not least, Zeke, I'm sorry we've kept you here for a long time. I got to wrap up. DP convinced me that you'd be a great guy to have on the roast, and I'm glad he led me down the right path. You know, it's just like when he had to convince you that, you know, maybe a tramp stamp wasn't the best idea for your St. Jude tattoo. But, you know, they took care of it. Good job, DP. Good job. And I want to make fun of you for being friends with Man vs. Game, but it might be one of the greatest things that you got going for yourself, so I'm going to leave him out of that. My first exposure to Zeke was during the Intel's Next Top live streamer. I knew or found out earlier. Some of you guys remember that. But in fact, myself, Anna, and In Control were all a part of it. And really the only things that I can remember from it is the fact that A, well, Zeke didn't win. And B, AC called you a monkey and a gorilla, which I see you still uphold to this day. In fact, if Harambe hadn't been shot this year, Zeke might still actually be the most popular gorilla on Twitch. And I've always been a huge fan since those early days. I love to watch Zeke stream. It feels good to know that even as I push 40 years old, that I can always get a fresh reminder of how fucking awesome I am at video games by watching you be fucking terrible at them.
And in all seriousness, though, success, it leads to more success. And Zeke's job is so much more than just being an entertaining streamer on Twitch. I mean, thanks to Zeke's daily casts, this year alone, the new Planet of the Apes movie has over 1,700 hours of gorilla, ape, and chimpanzee research and motion capture footage. Andy Serkis thanks you, Zeke. And Zeke is actually a huge ambassador when it comes to Twitch, representing the best interests of the broadcasters. I mean, when we had the first partner meeting to reveal HTML5, Zeke thought it was the 5th movie in one of his favorite porn series, Hot Teen Montana Lesbians. And when Twitch deployed a new pop to Australia, Zeke thought we literally delivered soda to the continent. Yeah. What is it? Exactly. And when Twitch announced closed captions, Zeke tweeted, "Why the fuck would blind people watch Twitch anyway?" At E3 2015, when co-streaming was launched, Zeke pulled me aside and asked, "Dude, why does Co-Carnage get his own E3 stream?" And finally, if you can believe it, when Amazon acquired Twitch, Zeke actually had to look up who and what Amazon was, because Montana still hasn't learned shit about online shopping, and no one actually delivers shit to Montana anyway. I'm not lying. But in all seriousness, I want to say thank you, John Carnage, Sir Scoots, Anna Prosser Robinson, In Control, Adam Contini, Zeke, DP, everyone who came here today. I love these people very much. I love you all very much. I'm really appreciative that you've come to TwitchCon. And I am very thankful that you stayed with us for nearly 2 hours tonight. I appreciate it. I really have nothing more to say other than thank you for lighting me up. I look forward to future TwitchCon Roast EP. And thank you for joining us here today.